Hey, what's going on now? So I had my rest day, my lats feeling a little better. I'm gonna warm it up a bit, and I'm gonna go into some military press I think at the start because I think I might have actually been counting the weights wrong, so I wanna check check actually what weights I'm doing, and then I'll probably go into Zerchers and who knows what else. So let's get into the workout.
Now, it's always important to warm up with the bar empty just to start practicing your form. And on the light weights, I like to make sure I do the concentric movement fast because I don't want to get too much slower when I'm doing training for strength, because that's one of the problems is when you start getting to maximal strength, you move the weights quite slowly. So on the lighter weights, I'm just doing faster reps to try and keep some speed, and eventually when I've reached some sort of good maximal strength, I'll start transitioning into speed strength and strength speed for judo. And it did turn out I was counting the weights wrong on Saturday, and I ended up doing an 85 kilo military press. And here I did an 80 kilo press, which is a really good press for me. And then I went back down to 70 and just tried to rep it out. And I only got 3, but that's still very good for me right now. And I'm hoping to keep improving on the military press and hope I can get to a 1 times body weight military press soon enough. And now I went into Zerchers, and as you can see, I'm starting to get a little more used to the mobility aspect of this and getting used to getting my elbows under the bar, because now when I do this, I get my legs nice and wide, and then I get down and then I kind of roll the bar up into my elbows, which just makes it a lot easier to get into the position to Zercher, and it feels like you're kind of loading up yourself ready to go. And the squats on Zercher feel very good. You get like a very nice movement on it because you keep your back pretty straight up, and as you can see, I can roll it into my elbows, and you have to kind of get your legs very wide, or really open up your hips for the Zercher move, for the Zercher deadlift, because if you have your knees too much forward, then it makes it hard because you have to move the bar around your knees. So if you can really, externally rotate your hips, it makes the bar path a lot straighter and means you can do some heavier weight without extending your back too much, because I will admit that this exercise does put your back in quite an uncompromised position, which is the reason to do a Zercher, is to strengthen your back in these uncompromised positions. And there's not many exercises that put you in such a mobility forced position, so you really have to force yourself to be strong in this uncompromised position, so it's a very good exercise. And now I went into my weighted pull-ups, and I was just working out to a top set of free and trying to get heavier than the last time I did a top set of free and pull-ups. And I was kind of feeling a little weak today on the pull-ups, probably because I did 2 heavy exercises before this, and because I did pull-ups on Saturday, but I was still feeling good enough to try and go a little heavier, so I did only 62.5 just to be a little bit heavier than last time I did this. And I struggled, and I had to slightly kip on the last rep here, but still a very good set of pull-ups. And then I think in every session you should always aim to have at least one exercise that's unilateral with just one side of your body working. And so I just decided to work on my core. I did some sit-up stuff and some other ab work as well as this, but this is the one I decided to film because I like doing the single-handed farmer's walk, because it's a really good way to just train the other side of your body, the obliques. and it's a very good stability exercise.
All right, that was a really enjoyable workout. It's nice, pretty methodical. I didn't have to hype myself up for any of the lifts, which so that's a lot better than a couple days ago where I had to really hype myself up, couldn't even film it. So that's good. So there's good progress. I didn't injure myself, so that's another positive. I'm getting better at the Zerchers. I'm starting to learn sort of kind of figure it out, the technique, kind of having a more frog wide hip stance, and just little things about the lift I'll learn as I do it more. It's an uncommon lift, so there's probably not too many instructional videos out there about how to do it. So you just figure it out by yourself, and that's the fun of it. And also, it turns out I don't know how to count, and I actually hit an 85 kilo military press on Saturday, so I guess the hyping worked, because that's a really big PR for me. So I'm happy about that, but I wish I would have known at the time that part of the reason I was getting so frustrated missing the weight. So I thought it was 70 kilos, it was 80 kilos, so you learn how to count, and hopefully when I do my master's in maths, I'll learn how to count better, but at the moment I don't know how to count. Anyway, I'll see you next time.